Shalom. Apostle Hart coming back at you with the truth, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem HaKadosh. See where the spirit takes me. I just came across a video that was put up by Remnant Save 144 entitled 12/21, 2021 in the news. It's an hour-long video. I just checked out the first couple of minutes. And I heard about this in the news before I saw this video. They mentioned that they're going to start locking people up that are unvaccinated. Anyway, it says right here, as you can see, NY A416 bill would allow governor to have individuals suspected of having a disease that could be a threat to public health detained. Now, he was doing a response. He was doing a response to the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now, when I was watching the video, I didn't even look at the title right here, but that's the first thing that came into my mind. Here you got on the sidebar thumbnail, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. I don't know if that's the same video or different video with the same name, but this, you know, we're in the last few prophecies. So you know what? Let me go to a couple of precepts. Let me bring this over here. Okay, there's the blue letter. So I'm going to go into Revelation. And I don't know what these other camps are waiting for. If you can't see it by, like Esau sees it. Esau can clearly see it. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? We're in the last few prophecies. The next major prophecy, which is happening right now, the next major prophecy is the charagma. That's the next major prophecy. And I said in the past, I said when they start putting the charagma in people on a global scale, now they're having a hard time. They're having a hard time with this, you know, this thing. Now, when they go to the next step, excuse me, which, by the way, they're already doing it in Sweden. You can put the pass, the green pass, inside of your charagma. Yes, you can put the lime and the coconut inside joke. Anyway, I'll start from the 9th verse. Revelation 2, verse 9, which we should all know this by heart. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. Now the church has been teaching that the devil is the spiritual demon Satan. But in this passage it says, fear none of those things which thou shall suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Is that hell? Is that purgatory? That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. 11 verse, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit, this is the Spirit. The Spirit's working through GMS, especially when it comes to prophecies. Saith unto the churches, the 7 churches of Asia Minor, he that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Now, what is the second death? This destruction is the second death. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me take this out, take this phrase out, second death, and pull some words out here. I'm gonna jump around like the house of pain. Okay, second death is spoken of 4 times in the New Testament in the book of Revelation. So we just read that. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Now, the churches received these revelations when the Lord gave to an angel to give to John, which is now known as the book of Revelation, which are a series of revelations which are contained in that book, the book of Revelation. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. The second death is the destruction. Isaiah 13, Isaiah 34, Isaiah 14, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, all throughout the book of Revelation. Daniel 7, Daniel 2, just to name a few. On this, on such the second death have no power, but they shall be priests of the Most High and of the Messiah, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Scriptures say, it does not appear that what we shall be, but we shall be just like him. The Lord made a statement, the things that I do, meaning as far as the miracles, spiritual power, he said, ye shall do in greater. It says in Romans 8, we shall be joint heirs with him. So we're going to get not the same position, but we're going to receive the same blessings that the Lord received. And I just quoted 3 precepts on that. But there's an order. It says, Revelation 20, verse 14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in a lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So we know what the second death is, right? Let's go from there, just going by the Spirit. I believe it's 2 Peter 3. So we may be delivered in the year 2022. That remains to be seen. Second Peter 3, verse 1. This is Tim Cass, IRL, CIA advisor. Advisor says civil war is closer than ever before. Auto ad chaos. Order out of chaos. New world order out of chaos. The second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. That's we were Israelites. We woke up to the fact that we are the Israelites. That we lost our way. When the bride, when the groom left, the bride slumbered and slept. We were put to sleep. We didn't know who we were. We had to go through slavery. The slave master Esau, the so-called white man, beat the Israel out of, I use the term beat the hell out of us, beat the Israel out of us, literally. So that proves that they know who we are. Revelation 12 and 12, they know that they have but a short time. They want to hurry up and give everybody the charagma. Let me say this again. You other camps out there, and you better get on the ball, brother. You better stop playing games. You better stop playing games. You know the guy that comes on the comment board, putting negative comments when I do my live. He mainly gets at me. He's the tallest man in the IUIC, and he has 1,001 avatars. So when I block one, he comes up with another one. The new thing is somebody said they saw Tahar in the Bronx getting the test, and concerning your job. Oh, good. That's GMS and InfoDocs channel 12 is live. And by the way, I don't know what time you think you brothers are in. We're in the time of the last thing, so you're supposed to gun it right now. I don't know how many of you have ran track. I've ran track, the 100-yard dash, the 660, whatever event that you ran in. When you're running a distance race, you kick it. The last 200 yards for you brothers that ran track, you kick it, you gun it. So guess what? Then the Apostle Paul compare this truth to a race, running a race that you run all. That's that last 200 yards that you kick, because it might be a guy right next to you. You don't know if he's gonna beat you, so you got to kick it harder than he kicks it, so you can get the first prize. So any of you guys out there that's, you kind of mediocre about this thing, you shouldn't be in this thing, man. The Apostle Paul said, give diligence. I'm sorry, Peter said, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. The Apostle Paul said in the book of Hebrews, and that ye all show the same diligence. Apostle John said in Revelation 13:15 verse, you can start at, it speaks about being lukewarm, that you're supposed to be on fire. And there will be a house cleaning. There will be a house cleaning. You guys that are half-assed, you don't know what to do. You're scratching your head. You got your arms folded. You got your hands in your pocket. The Most High don't like you, and you're not of the elect if you're not on fire about this truth here. A lot of these videos, the reason why I'm doing this video, because I came across a video that another individual did, which is Yashawam, but he's always doing videos. And a lot of times I'll say, well, I'll do a video behind that. Or even other brothers. You know who the brothers are that are out front. And it's a goddamn shame. Because and don't let me get started. And as you you know that the MOTB is in Apocalyptos, the 13th, chapter 13, or 13. You know that, and you were with a group that's not teaching it, and you have it, and you have your talent, your coin wrapped in a napkin in your back pocket. And the Most High is going to deal with you on that. The scripture says, what is that, Acts 20. I believe that was the Apostle Paul. I'm not going to go to it. Somebody put it in there. It says, to declare unto you the whole counsel of the Lord, meaning everything that the Lord told us, we're to tell them. Shout from the mount, the housetop. So you're supposed to tell the whole truth. And like I said, we may get delivered in the year 2022. So you half-assing it, the Most High gonna put you out, get you out the picture, man. And then these other camps, they're gonna start when it actually comes to pass. They're gonna when they actually say, okay, now you got to get a charagma, then they're going to start questioning they're going to say, oh yeah, I ran across a GMS video and they said this, that, third, and our leaders said don't follow them, they nuts, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But it's happening now, it's right before your eyes. So you're going to question your teachers, and your teachers are not going to have nothing to say, and then you're going to scramble, you're going to bug the hell out. Well, I'll say this: people are going to bug the hell out. I know you Europeans, you Edomites, they don't want the jab, man. They don't want it. And why do you think YouTube takes down certain videos that you say certain words? You got to be choice in how you say what you say. Okay, it says the second verse, that ye may be mindful of the words which was spoken before by the holy prophets. He's talking about Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Obadiah, Joel, Amos. So the Apostle Peter is acknowledging the prophets before him, before the apostles. And the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. It says here in the headline, the coming day of the Lord. Notice first that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. And we had a lot of these scoffers were guys that were part of GMS that fell off and did their own thing and just began to scoff. Done, you're a scoffer. That's what you are. You're a scoffer. Let me click on that. Because you know what the MOTB and you refuse to teach it. And you're one of the leaders. Did not the Apostle Paul curse out Peter in Galatians 2? What is a scoffer? A mocker, a scoffer. And that's what you mastered, the art of scoffing. To play with, trifle with, to mock, to delude, deceive. And you're bearing false witness to, I saw somebody saw Tahar getting getting the test. You become a major joke, my man. You become a major joke. And like I said before, you're not of the elect. Because the elect wouldn't be doing what you're doing. The elect, I'm asking this to y'all, will the elect know that the MOTB is what it is and not teach it? Or if somebody asks you, is the MOTB, the fulfillment of Revelation, would they say, well, I'm not going to talk about it, or no, or I don't know? No, they're going to teach it. They're going to come forth with it. So you're definitely a scoffer. You're definitely a scoffer. Second Peter 3, verse 3, knowing this first that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, teaching what they want to teach. They're not teaching the Lord. They're not teaching about what the Lord taught them. Amos 3 and 7, the Most High will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants and prophets. So at one time, the charagma was like a secret almost, but now it's right here in front of us, and you guys are guilty of not teaching it. And not only did you not teach it, you bucked up against the ones that did teach it. I'm telling you right now, man, and I'm going to say this. You have infiltrators in all the camps, one way or another. You have police, you have FBI, whatever. You have infiltrators that want to destroy this thing. What did the Lord tell Peter? Upon this rock, he said, rock, Peter, upon this rock, meaning Peter, I will build my church. The foundation of the church is Peter, which was David in the past life. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. In other words, this truth is going to keep going. And that's part of the Most High's prophecy. He's going to set up men. All when you go back to Egypt, Mizraim, the Most High set up Moses and other men behind him that led the charge of this place going down. It happened during the time of Daniel. It happened during the Babylonian Empire. The Greeks. It was one of the high priests showed in the scriptures, Alexander, the Greek, he showed him where he was at in the scriptures. And when he saw that, because Alexander had dreams, he had a dream seeing the high priest wearing white and priests behind him. He said, "You're the same guy in my dream." And you know what Alexander did? He didn't text Jake, and he was kissing Jake's ass. And he was into the scriptures. Because look, if somebody says that's you in the scriptures, you're going to get, let me read more of these scriptures, the Lord, the prophetic parts of the scriptures. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? Yeah, because a lot of you guys that fell off and went back into the world, turn your back on this truth pursuant to 2 Peter's 2, verse 20 down to 22. Also, that's spoken of in Hebrews 6 and in Hebrews 10. You're going to be a part. You're going to be a part of that destruction, and you're going to most likely. Well, I say you will take the charagma, because your teacher said it's not. No, that's just, I ain't talking about that. You go ahead and take it. Look, you got guys in the IUIC that have taken the vaccination. The first thing General Yohannes said, well, go ahead and take it. 2 Peter 3 verse 4 and saying, where is the promise of his coming? And that's why guys fall off, because they said the Lord didn't come. He ain't never gonna come. That's what they're saying. But since the Father fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Well, you ain't the top guys, it's the seven. Masha, Arya, Yaquab, Lahab, Ishai, Shor, Razak. Well, what happened to those individuals? Arya is pretty much in limbo. He's really not doing nothing. You know, Shah, High Priest Shah is not doing nothing. They got a church going. Mashar passed. Yaquab passed. Lahab's got his own show on YouTube, but he's teaching that Edomites and the other nations can make it. We don't know what's going on with Yeshaya, High Priest Yeshaya, High Priest Isaac. The scriptures speak about others have entered into their labor. So we have entered into their labor. We took the forefront. And so for this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old and the earth are standing out of the waters and in the waters, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. That's the second death. That's the second death. '11 verse. We know what the 10 verses talk about. The heavens shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also. We know what that's talking about. 11 verse. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy convocation and powerliness? Conversation and powerliness. This is what you're supposed to be speaking about: the destruction, the fulfillment of the last few prophecies. So you have other camps out there, they're speaking about, Armageddon and the destruction, but they're not speaking about the fulfillment of the charagma. So the Most High is not fully dealing with them. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So there you have it, second death. And the ones that suffer the second death are not mentioned in the book of life. Let me go there. Let me go to that. Let's see what comes up. Wow, the book of life is okay. Here we go. If you're not written in the book of life, you will suffer the second death. Revelation 3 verse 5, he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed with white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. and the white remnant represents purity. If you're teaching the scriptures represent also the white robe. In other words, when we teach according to the oracles of the Most High. So which represents, the symbol is a pure white garment. Now, if there's a spaghetti sauce stain on the garment, you got to change that garment. You know, you have a procession of people at a wedding and they all wearing white, and you see a big spaghetti stain on it. They're like, no, you got to get out. No, you got to get out. Is there another white garment in the back? Nope. Well, you got to get out. Matthew 22 speak about the garments, not wearing the garments. You can wear the garments, the white garment, but have a big spot in it, and you're going to be pushed out. Because you were supposed to notice there was a spot in it, or be mindful of the fact that you can get a spot on it. So what's the spot or the blot? When you don't teach the whole word. If you're teaching that Edomites can make it, that's a big spot on your garment. You know, if you're teaching hell is a place that you are punished, that's a big spot in your garment. And GOCC is known for that. And the Most High is going to destroy GOCC. They don't even believe in reincarnation. The Most High is going to destroy that leader and destroy GOCC. If you're teaching that the charagma is Christianity and Roman Catholicism and Islam and sleeping with white women, you don't got a spot on your garment. You got spots. You got a hot mess on your garment. A whole bucket of tomato sauce then fell on your ass. You keep playing with this word. You niggas out there, you keep playing with this word like it's a joke. Revelation 13, verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. Who's the him? It's not Caesar Borgia for you dummies out there, whose names are not written in the book of life. So you got people that teach, well, if you're Israelite, you're written in the book. Nope. The ones written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world, are the elect. Now, will Israel eventually make it? Of course, but they're going to come back through the elect. Revelation 17 and 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and shall go into perdition. What is that talking about? How many other? I know y'all know it. You and GMS, you better know it. It said, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life. And they're not written in the book. Edomites, there's not going to be one Edomite written in the book of life. The body of believers, as vocab says, you are not going to be written in the book of life. From the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast, a lot of these people don't even know who the beast is. That was and is not and yet is. That's Revelation 13, 11. Came up as a lamb with two horns and spake as a dragon. What's that talking about? What's that all about? Revelation 20, verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. You did wickedness like Esau. You're gonna be on the very bottom. You're gonna be on the very bottom. That's talking. Edomites are gonna get the last. And see, this is what they were taught. These Christian people out there. that went to seminary schools. I mean, I never been in seminary school. Now I don't know if they went and had lessons on Esau, who Esau really is, but the ones of you guys like vocab, I'm pretty sure they told them, or guys all above his head, the top so-called scholars, they know who we are. They know we're the Israelites. They know who the Edomites are. They know that they are the Edomites. They know what the charagma is. They know that Babylon is this place. Revelation 20, verse 15. And whosoever was not written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Because this Babylon is going to look like a lake of fire from a bird's eye view. Revelation 21, verse 27, and there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, When you teach that the charagma is something that what we say it is, something other than what we say it is, you're making it a lie. Whether you're doing it because you want to do it, because you're wicked, or whether you just don't know. Well, guess what? You should have considered what GMS said. You should say, well, you know what? GMS been teaching that the charagma is the MOTB since they came on in 2007, the summer of 2007. So they've been teaching this for well over 10 years, and they're standing strong to it. What do they see that we don't see? If we constantly doing videos on the MOTB and we're holding strong to it, and now it's even being manifested, shouldn't you come to the realization that that's what it is? Now, either you're stupid or the Most High just blinded you, or you got a bag. But they which are written in the Lamb's book of light, which is the elect. And if any man take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, and that's what you did, all you got to do is do it one time. You teach that Edomites can make it, you done took away from the book. And then you also added to the book. The Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. Now you'll be forgiven ultimately, but you're going to have to die and come back. Real talk. Bear with me for a minute. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of this video. I asked him a question. Did you get in contact with Ayathan yet? Because he, Elder Yashawamba set up because I've been saying set up a Odyssey page. Here it is right here. Because you can put in, I'm sorry, that's the wrong tab I hit. What's this all about? Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second. Okay, let me do this. Okay, this is Odyssey right here. It's almost like okay, I did a video on this, but I couldn't actually put it up, go into it. So I led you to this right here. That's alternative news even saying that the MOTB is and the guy on the news, the Next News, which is this channel right here, Next News Network. He used to have a YouTube page. I don't know if he still has it, but a lot of these guys that are on YouTube are getting tired of getting their pages taken down, so they're going to sites like this, Odyssey. And when I went on, it was pretty easy putting up video. At first, I did a test video, came up, and the second one I kind of messed up. Then I got the, I can put up a Odyssey video quicker than I can do, well, pretty much the same time as a YouTube. Is what, three steps, 4 steps, boom, 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 bam, it goes up. And they don't take down controversial videos. Let me just go through this. And you got Nonstop on the Block. Very good videos. Used to be with GMS. He's still with GMS. He's still with GMS. But he's never stopped. The force is heavy with him. Here you see you got a GMS Info Doc channel. In the news, various topics, 12/20, 2021. And this is Apostle Orion Lob's page. When he puts up a video on YouTube, it's automatically linked to go get uploaded automatically to the Odyssey page. I don't do that because there's some YouTube videos I put up on YouTube that might not necessarily go to Odyssey. And then I put up a controversial video. I just put it right up on Odyssey. I said, nah, they're going to take it down. Oh, this is a good one. Truth Spreader. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom, shalom. It's on to the next one.